Regional High School for today's NHIAA Division III Lacrosse Semifinal matchup between the Plymouth Bobcats and the visiting Lebanon High School Red Raiders. I'm Todd Austin. I'm here today with Chris Sanborn, once again covering the game for the Pemmy Baker TV live broadcast. What are we thinking about today's game, Chris?
Well, exciting day. This is the sixth time Plymouth High School has gone to the semifinals in Division III lacrosse. They have unfortunately never advanced to a state championship. So this is an opportunity to go to the first championship in school history, Todd. The winner here today between Plymouth and Lebanon will go on to play Saturday in the state championship at the Bank of New Hampshire Stadium down in Laconia. That's a 5 p.m. game. The winner will face the winner of the Trinity versus Hopkinton semifinal game. Trinity and Hopkinton are both very good. Trinity's 11-4. They lost to Campbell, who was the favorite going into playoffs, and they did lose to Division II teams, Goffstown and Memorial Central out of Manchester. Hopkinton is 9-4. They lost to Pembroke and Dairyfield, who are both Division II semifinalists. So I think Hopkinton and Trinity are both very good teams. So the winner of this game today has got their hands full in the championship game coming up. The keys for today, the leading attackman going into today for Plymouth, we've got Brendan Marcoux with 36 goals and Caden Sanborn with 34 goals. Caden shot, I think a little higher percentage, 30% to 28. They're both playing well, two super sophomores. In goal, we have a tremendous goalie. Jake Marcoux has just played exceptional this year. We've talked about him over and over again. 185 saves, has let up 91 goals, 67% save percentage. He has been phenomenal. Hopefully he can continue to play that way because he's been so dynamic. And the X factor going into today is probably Trevin Sanborn. Trevin was out for a while with a broken wrist. The first game against Lebanon this year, he scored 5 goals, was absolutely dynamic. Unfortunately, did not play in the second game against Lebanon, but has come back and has played very well. He gives them a dimension with his speed and skill that open guys up, and I think Plymouth has been taking advantage of that. And hopefully they can continue on that trend today.
Yeah, so these two teams earlier in the year did face each other twice. Bobcats were victorious in both of those games. I think the second game was a little closer, maybe due to the fact that Trevin Sanborn wasn't available in that game, but these two teams are familiar with each other and know each other's strengths, and getting that ball down deep into Sanborn, Caden Sanborn and Brendan Marcoux have been the key to some victories lately. But both teams are on little streaks here, Chris, in the playoffs, obviously make it to the semifinals, so should be a great game today.
Yeah, they've played twice. You said Plymouth won them both. On May 3rd in Plymouth, they won 11-6. They did not have Joe Peters in that game. And then in Lebanon on May 7th, they won 9-4, and they had no Trevin and Joe Peters. So that bodes well for Plymouth. I think on paper, Plymouth looks like the better team. But we know it's a one game, and anything can happen in one game. They do have a common opponent. Lebanon lost to Laconia 2-9 and 3-11 in the regular season, and Plymouth beat Laconia here the other day in the playoffs 12-3. Just played absolutely amazing in that game. They were dynamic and they were explosive. So, again, that's another thing on paper that goes in Plymouth's direction. Plymouth in the regular season was 11-4. Lebanon was 6-8. In the playoffs, Plymouth, of course, is 2-0. They beat Interlakes in the prelims. Interlakes Moltenborough 13-3, and Laconia in the quarters 12-3. Lebanon got a bye in the first round of the playoffs, and then they did beat Monadnock 12-6 in the quarterfinals to get here today. And again, the winner of this game is moving on to the championship down in Laconia on Saturday, 5 p.m.
So we're going to take a brief pause here on our broadcast. We're going to turn it over to PA announcer Mike Boyle. He's going to announce the opening lineups, and we'll be back to finish up the pregame when he's finished.
Sounds good.
Welcome to Plymouth Regional High School for today's NHIAA Division III semifinal matchup between Plymouth High School and the Lebanon High School. The NHIAA Boys Lacrosse Committee and the staff here at Plymouth Regional High School realize what a special moment this is for players, coaches, and fans to have your school playing in a Division III semifinal game. We ask for your cooperation in making this event as meaningful as possible for the students involved. Let us be positive in every aspect of the game. Sportsmanship from players and fans, positive cheering only, and respect by everyone for the officials working the game. We also ask that you please stay off the field at the conclusion of today's contest. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the Lebanon High School Raiders, number 2, CJ Childs. Number 8, Daniel Keefe. Number 10, Luke Green. Number 13, Colby Delisle. Number 16, Jacob Kriplin. Number 19, Cesar Salcido. Number 20, James Barnett. Number 21, Griffin Ock. Number 27, Hunter Grant. And number 30, Ethan Price. Lebanon's manager is Cameron Davio, assistant coach Jason Washadell, and head coach Cole Flannery. Now the starting lineup for Plymouth Regional High School. Number 1, Joe Peters. Number 2, Caden Sanborn. Number 3, Mamouche Teague. Number 6, Brecken Bates. Number 8, Cody Bannon. Number 10, Brandon Marcoux. Number 13, Jacob Marcoux. Number 23, Nick Apriliano. Number 25, Matt Cleary. And number 30, Eddie Camp. The manager for Plymouth is Aiden Kay. Assistant coaches, Chris Lillicoch, Zach Morse, Dave Hand. The head coach for Plymouth is Mr. Glenn Mouslaw. The referee for today's game is Mr. John Hopkins. Umpires Vincent Peroni, Dave Morissette, Herb Hatch. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
We're back. Great job, Mike Boyle, on the PA there, announcing the starting lineups for both teams. While he was doing that, Chris, I was looking at the roster here, and Lebanon only has one senior, so they get must have some good underclassmen to make it here to the semifinals.
Yeah, Lebanon struggled early, but they've really been on a roll towards the end of the season there, rolling off some wins. So I'm just looking at it right now that they, since their last loss of the season, they've got 6 consecutive wins. So, and before that, they had only had 1 win. I think they were, 1 in 8 at that point. And then since then, they've gone, 6-0, including their playoff win. So, they've improved throughout the season. I was talking to Coach Malsoff about, some keys to today's game, and he mentioned how Leb was improved, not the same team he saw earlier, but all teams are. And he really thought his team has really gelled in the last 2 weeks. They were playing well. Then they went into vacation, lost a bunch of kids. Joe Peters was gone, had a quarantine even when he got back to the other country. Trevin then broke his wrist, but he thought they gelled the last 2 weeks, getting everybody back together. He thought today, as usual, is ground balls, but really running through and securing the ground balls. A lot of Plymouth kids are raking and not securing those ground balls. And hustle and ride on the clear. We talk about that all the time, keeping their emotions in check and moving the ball on offense. And their defense specifically staying on their assignments and doing that. So again, we did say this is the sixth time Plymouth has gone to the semifinals. Have yet to make it to a state championship game in lacrosse, and hopefully today is the day. And we'll see, what that can happen. And Coach talked a lot about going into today, the consistency he's tried to instill. You're going into semifinals, but you don't want to change too much. You want to be consistent with your team, but yet you got to get them ready for these big games. So we're getting ready for the face-off today. Cody Bannon, and that looks like C.J. Childs are going to face off to start this match.
Yeah, Cody's been great with these face-offs. Look to get a nice clean draw off this face-off and get game possession to start the game. And Joe Peters in there. Oh.
A lot of raking on it. Lebanon comes up
able
first.
to come up with it. That's number 27, Hunter Grant. Ball's down now, though, and Mamouche Ty.
Oh, Mamouche is hurt.
Oh, Mamouche looked like maybe he took a slash or a butt end in the.
Yeah, Mamouche is hurt with that. Trevin's going right to the hole. Wait not to hesitate, Trev. Love it.
Nice, gets a shot off, bounced it a little high. Brendan Marcoux is there to retain possession for the Bobcats.
Way to be aggressive, though, and put a shot on. I like that. That was really worked from last time, driving to the hole. This is a tight man defense, and it's going to open up some guys. You see 27 for Lebanon. He's high. He can't slide. I mean, I think Plymouth is going to expose the spacing here.
Here's Bannon. Oh, took one.
Ooh. Give it up.
Guess they didn't see that one.
He's trying to drive. Doing a little too much here. Give it up.
It's Jody and Brewster now. Gets it back to Bannon.
Just going to keep moving the ball without unforced turnovers is the key.
Over to Marcoux. Marcoux's way out top today. He scored 7 goals last game from his crease attack position.
Good pressure, good backing it out. The good thing is we're pressing, but we're not turning the ball over. We're backing it out when it's not there. We got Brendan Marcoux up top with the ball, number 10. He's defended by number 13. That looks like Colby Delisle.
Ball's on the ground, but nobody's there but Bannon.
Ooh, can't put it right in his net, though. Here's Nick Caprillione on the ride. We talk about it all the time.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Going to play some good defense here.
Come on, Caden.
Come on,
Caden. Got to get on that. Got to secure that.
All right, Caden. A little poke check there. It's going to be red ball out.
That's one we should have had right there. Caden's got to do a better job securing that ball.
All right, they get it back to the goalie.
I notice Lebanon here today is doing a good job with their sticks, Todd. Getting on that bottom hand. I've seen a couple of Plymouth kids coming off, getting banged up, and.
Oh, good job, Nick, riding them out of bounds, able to force that turnover with Brendan Marcoux.
Here we go.
Marcoux is going to get it back into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Nick Caprillione got the defense. Oh, he bounced one, but was just wide left.
White ball should be on that. Oh, he ordered to red. I thought we had that one clear.
Brendan Marcoux was down there hustling, trying to get there.
Yeah.
But
I think Caden Sanborn should have had a little better hustle there. A little lax. I think he thought he had it.
All right, Nick.
That's good hustle by Nick and Caden. Good pass there. Keep the pressure on. But we just can't turn it over, here.
Oh, ball's on the ground now, Chris, but Trevin's there to scoop it up.
Yeah.
Last game, Chris, you mentioned Nick Caprillione playing that defense down in our offensive zone, and twice.
Trevin beats his man. Come on, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right, first goal of the day. He was mentioned earlier, Chris, as the X factor in this game, and he starts off with a goal. 9:05 to go in the first. It's Bobcats 1, Raiders 0.
That was just reminiscent of the last time we played Lebanon here. He had 5 goals doing that. That was a great spin move going in, and, he's been aggressive. You like to see that. Nice goal.
Yeah, you mentioned the man defense they were going to play, and he beat his guy, and they weren't able to slide and cover it, and he made a nice shot to finish. Yeah,
they play pretty tight. They're a long ways out, so, But I will tell you this, Nick Caprillione, again, his defense in the transition, and, I just think he does a tremendous job of that.
Yeah, both times forced a turnover, and Bobcats were able to capitalize. It's good to see Mamouche Ty. He's back in the game. He went off early, but must have been something minor, and he's back in there. It's good to see. So Caprillione gets it up into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. It's Nick D'Ambruso. Joe D'Ambruso now.
Yeah,
with the ball.
We did have his brother Nick a while back.
Yeah.
That's a name from the past, but here we go.
Saying Nick, there's a couple Nicks on the team. It's going to be confused.
Yeah. We do have 2 Nicks in. We got Nick Therian and Nick Perliano in there right now.
Yeah,
Oh, Joe
Joe's
D with a
cutting.
great cut. We didn't get him the ball.
Nice try. Good.
Perliano's got to do a little better job moving so he can get a passing lane. He's kind of sitting still. There's going to be sticks in that passing lane. I think Plymouth doesn't do a great job of that, of moving. You got to create a passing lane as the offensive man with the ball.
Here's Joe D'Ambruso making a move, takes a shot. Oh, nice.
Oh, he just flicked it in the goal.
He made a save, and then he made a mistake. He flicked it in the goal, as you said.
Wow.
James Barnett, I believe that is the goalie. He's a freshman. And
yeah, that was a clear save, and he then flicked it. I'm sure he's very disappointed himself right now.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully it doesn't get to him. He's just a freshman playing a semifinal game, and you know how one mistake can lead kids into hanging their head. He's got to just shake it off and get the next one.
Well, one thing about being a goalie in lacrosse, you know, you do give up some goals, so you tend to have a short memory and go back and get the next one.
Yeah,
I believe that's going to be Joe D'Ambruso's goal, Chris.
I don't think that'll be awarded to him. No, I don't think because it clearly was a save, and he won't get rewarded for that goal. Caden had one of those earlier in the season, and he didn't get awarded that goal. Same thing.
Okay.
And that one was a clear save. He had it for quite some time. So.
Yep. All right. At any rate, it's 2-0
2-0
Bobcats.
Joe Peters, usually a sure
on
the ground balls. Yeah.
Yeah, he overran his stick a little bit that time.
Oh, we got to walk on. We got some little bit of chatter going on down there. We want to be careful. Oh, got a guy in front of the net here.
Here's Marcoux. Oh,
Goal.
Marcoux makes a move. Lets one rip, and he's back on the board. 7 last game. It's the first one of this game for Brendan Marcoux. 3-0 Bobcats. 7:28 to go in the first, Chris.
So, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, he just went one-on-one there. Was able to turn the corner. And
Really, both of those goals unassisted.
Yep.
You know, got to kind of check out the other goal. That was. So we got Joe D'Ambruso in here for the face-off. I believe this is his first face-off of the day. Cody Bannon does most of them. The last time we saw him doing face-offs against Laconia, I thought he did a nice job.
Joe Peters again kind of overran that ball a little bit.
Yeah,
Number
that's unlike
27.
him.
He's able to get possession for the Raiders.
That's one of the big keys in lacrosse is face-offs. I tell you, Coach, I don't like to see that. Wow, good save, good save.
Eddie Camp stepped up and made a nice hit on number 27, and it
he's
looks
down.
like he might be down. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he is down. Okay, so there'll be a timeout on the field for an injury there. That's number 27, Hunter Grant. He came in, made a nice move, and took a shot, and took a hit as well. So
Yeah, you pay the price a lot of times for those shots, and I don't think people understand that a very physical game can be. And you know, that's you take that risk when you drive in, and that's why you see a lot of guys that aren't necessarily willing to do it. You're going to get beat. You know, you played attack in lacrosse, Coach Austin. You know the beating you take. I look at my 2 kids, especially Caden, playing attack there, and he likes to drive in like that. The bruises on his body, he takes the price he's got to pay for that.
yeah, that's sometimes can be a tough sport. You take those hits, and sometimes when you don't expect it, you're looking to get a nice shot off, and all of a sudden there's somebody like Eddie Camp there stepping down on you. But the trainers are on the field. It's John Bruley. He's always at all our games, doing a good job keeping kids healthy and getting them back on the field.
Well, hopefully Hunter's okay. It's just a junior. Hopefully he can shake that off and come back in the game. But he looks like he's in some pain right now.
Yeah, it's a leg injury, Chris. We're going to get him off and assess the situation on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like his knee to me, Coach. It's not a good sign. Hopefully it's a bruise, not anything else.
Well, he seems to be walking better as they go, so
yeah, that's a
might be
good
able to
sign.
walk it off.
Sometimes you just need a minute. Well, 3-0, 6:57 left in the first quarter. This is where we'd like to be. This is kind of reminiscent of the last game against Laconia. We started on fire.
Yeah, we started off strong and just kept it going, and hopefully we can do that again today. It's a nice day today. It's not quite as warm, I don't think, as it was the other day. But
nice breeze.
Coach Malsoff seems to have them in pretty good shape. So
Here's one of Coach Malsoff's boys down here walking below us on the hill. That Pip.
That's him.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Looks like they're working on the long stick.
Oh, Glenn's already got a long stick in his hands.
Yeah.
You know his dad's a lacrosse coach, and he's already got a long pole in his son's hands.
He's probably, Will probably has a short stick. They probably play offense, defense in the backyard. All right, so we're back in action here. Trevin Sanborn's got the ball up top. Brother Caden's there setting a pick for him. Trevin looking to get, oh, thought he was going to go for the goal, but he decides to back out. Passes it back to Nick Therian.
Got to do a better job on the on-ball pick. You got to be tighter to that pick.
Therian to Caden Sanborn.
Oh.
Caden makes a move, takes a shot. Oh, off the post. All right, well, goalie's best friend, as we say, the post saved that one, and now they're on the run.
They're attacking. I like to see Lebanon attack.
Long stick, brought it up to the offensive zone.
That was number 16 again, Jacob Kriplin. Ooh, 21 with the ball.
21.
Brecken base, good defense. Good defense, Brecken.
Yeah, Brecken, he's a senior. He's got quick feet, good speed.
Good job with the stick, too. Notice his stick is always on the ball side, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he did let off for a second there.
He got beat there, but Jake Marcoux is there to make a great save and hustles back so Plymouth can get possession. Great hustle by Jake Marcoux on that.
Yeah, did you see he kind of did a little stutter step on Brecken there, pretending he was going to go behind the net and cut in front. And here's the X factor, Trevin with the ball. This is where he's really good, bringing that ball up.
Well, Trevin takes a hit.
Draws a flag, though.
He's going to draw a flag.
He's fine. He's up. Put the ball in his hands. Give him the ball and let him do something here.
Here he is, back in his hands. He makes a move. He's going to take a shot. Oh.
Bad shot, but.
Picked up. Ball's on the ground. Goalie's able to scoop it up. So they'll assess the penalty here on that hit on Trevin.
I'd like to see him get the ball back in his hands after the penalty. You know he was angry, so attacking the net. I'd like to see that.
All right, so we've seen this past few games, Chris, so whenever we've been a man up, we've been able to get some good shots off, if not score some goals. So hopefully we can take advantage of this situation here.
Yeah, move the ball around. We do a pretty good job here, hopefully moving the ball around. And usually it seems like Marcoux ends up open, and he does a good job of finishing. They left him wide open last game, and he did a good job finishing.
Oh, Cody Bannon.
That was not really a great shot. We had nobody at X. We did not do a good job there with a man up. That's a red ball. So Raiders are going to take possession on that shot by Cody Bannon. Yeah, I don't think that was a shot we needed, Coach. I think we need to get something better. We didn't have anybody behind the net.
Yeah, being a man up, you don't need to
take good defense there by Cody Bannon.
Outside shots, good job, man ball there.
Oh, great job by Cody Bannon on the man ball.
Yep, and Nick.
Marcoux is wide open on the back post. They've lost him. Oh, so yeah, we did a good job of just sneaking back away though. Brendan was wide open. Ooh, got to throw and catch you, Nick Prigliano.
Catch, Nick. Don't get.
We don't need a penalty, Nick.
Oh, Nick dropped that ball. Got a little frustrated trying to make up for it. Came in with a little cross check to the back and. Unfortunately, he's going to have to take a break in the penalty box.
Yeah, and I didn't like he was chirping a little bit after. I don't want to see that start today. You know, he was clear as could be, cross check. Frustrated when he dropped the ball. He's got to do a little better job than that.
Yeah, typically Nick Prigliano, he's a senior. He doesn't lose his cool like that. But in a semifinal playoff game, you know, things get a little heated, and he tried to make up for a mistake and got a little over-aggressive there.
So we're going to play 5-on-5 until Lebanon gets freed from the penalty, which won't be long.
Yeah, so when that does happen, Leb will be a man up. I'm guessing they're going to try to – well, this kid looks pretty aggressive. He goes in, makes a nice low shot, and there it is. First goal.
Number 21, Griffin Hawk.
Griffin Hawk, a junior attackman.
Yeah, and Griffin Hawk, I'm pretty sure, might have scored 3 or 4 goals in their quarterfinal game, I think I read in the paper. You know, he looks like a pretty good shot, and that's a, you know, that was even 5-on-5.
Yeah. Yeah, just I was saying, I was thinking they were going to kind of slow it down and try to get their man advantage, and Griffin Hawk had a different plan. Nice underhand kind of shot, and was able to beat Marcoux.
Yeah, you got to take, you know, you have to take the shots when you can get them. You know, it's not always when you want it. So So that frees up Plymouth's penalty, brings them out. It does not release Lebanon's penalty because they scored. So Plymouth is going to be on the power play for a short period of time here.
Yeah, I think that was a minute penalty, so it's got to be close to expiring by now.
Yep, it is going to be long.
We got Bannon back on the face-off. He's able. Oh no, he didn't scoop it up.
So in
Caden, go.
Quarterfinal game. Oh, here we go. Oh my
Caden
God.
takes a shot just wide left.
Man.
So off that face-off, the Lebanon player was kind of batted it to our offensive zone.
But again, Brendan Marcoux knew where to be. Brendan saw it coming, made sure he was down below to get awarded the ball on the shot. And we still have possession. That's because of Brendan Marcoux.
Mamouche tie, a little low pass to Therian. Caden's there to scoop up the loose ball.
So here in the semifinals, Coach, they have an official in the box to control time when players are released. I like to see that because,
Yeah, they have enough.
especially where it's at a home venue. Come on, Caden, come on.
Man,
There you
early on here, we're putting a couple of those passes on the ground.
Yeah.
We got to be a little more crisp on our.
Yeah, we're throwing it to guys and at their feet, and instead of snapping it through them. Has been a weakness of ours at times. We were really rolling. We're getting a little stagnant here. We gave up a goal.
Trevin gets it to Therian. Therian over to. There it is again. Little low pass, and Caden wasn't able to pick that up. Mamouche, nice hustle to get the ground ball over to Brendan Marcoux.
Yeah, some of our passes are just laying at their feet and just bad passes. Put it on their cross, and we're not doing a good job. I think they're going to work here to find a short pole.
Here's Caden Sanborn trying to make a move. Pass it out to Trevin Sanborn.
Oh, here we go.
Trevin beats his man, makes a nice spin move.
Oh!
Nice move.
No, goalie waved it off, said he was in the crease. I think he might have been in the crease. He was getting pretty close. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was spinning and joking and jiving. There's no replay in high school sports, but the official was kind of
right
had
there.
a good angle on it. So.
And he was in the right place, so it looked to me like he might have gone in the crease right after the shot or right during the shot. So, again, that goal is waved off, unfortunately, and they come right down.
Jeez, number 12, Alistair McPhail.
You're not going to get that shot past Jake Marcoux. You're going to have to do a little something better than that.
Yeah, he came. He was in the open field, and Marcoux saw it all the way in. Was able to make the save. Now we're attacking again. We're up in our offensive zone with Joe D'Ambrosio has the ball.
We got a touch, so the ball has been in the box. Dylan Welch is in the game. First time in today.
Over to Dylan. He's got the ball now up top. Dylan gets it over to Aprilliano. Down to Caden Sanborn. Sanborn to Bannon.
I hope we.
Bannon takes a shot. It's wide right, and once again, Brendan Marcoux is there, so Plymouth can retain possession. You mentioned it, Chris. Brendan Marcoux always seems to be in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, he does a good job of that.
Oh,
we talk about anticipation.
Pass, though,
but we come up with it.
Yeah, we got a lucky bounce. Oh, it's on the ground again. It's like a pinball game out there. Oh, we've got a hold they called on Lebanon. So Plymouth will take the ball. Coach is asking to move the ball around here. And Caden brings it right to the net. Spin, got a shot.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Great move and missing the net. Jeez.
That's all right. You keep shooting, you'll score eventually. We've seen it before. Kids are getting good shots off.
Real good shots, but these are going to come back to bite us, I'm afraid. We got to put that in the net. Great move. Great spin move.
Marcoux to Welch. Welch over to Caden Sanborn again.
See, that's one he would have ripped off earlier. I think that was a shot he could have had, but you don't have to miss in the net. It's just Marcoux still got the ball here. Lebanon didn't fall for that trick. Got to be careful on the ward.
Marcoux takes a shot from up top, and Aprilliano is the guy in the right spot now. We'll keep that possession. We got 58 seconds to go in the first, Chris. Try to get one here late in the first quarter to get a 3-point lead going into the second. And then we have a bad pass.
What we are doing here.
Gonna have Oh, Brecken Bates got over the line there a little early.
And Lebanon is not going to slow down. They're going to take the chances. I like this from Lebanon.
Oh, that was a nice
man,
look.
we got lucky there.
Number 30, Ethan Price, was unable to get that
He was
connection.
wide open.
He was, and that would have been a...
It's 21 again.
Good job, Joe Peters.
We still got 30 seconds to make something happen.
Here we go. Joe Peters, he's starting this rush.
Caden's got to sprint and get open.
There
Go right to the hole.
Just
Beat him. Whoa, that's a nice play. Bad pass.
Caden back to Bannon with 13 seconds to go. 10 seconds now.
Make something happen,
There
Trev.
we go, Trevin.
Whoa.
Nice move.
Boom. Oh, my goodness, it's in.
The senior makes a
Whoa.
great move and a good shot and was able to bounce it past
3
the goalie.
seconds left.
Good job, Trevin. Makes it 4-1. Plymouth, 3 seconds to go in the first.
Great job by Plymouth.
Yeah, you said make something happen, and I don't know if he heard you. I know he hears you yelling a lot, but
Do you think
you
he
said
hears
it
me?
that loud.
You know I like to yell a lot, so I think he's probably tuned me out after 18 years, to be honest with you.
Yeah, seemed like he heard you, but
I was getting after Cavan at baseball last night. I think he had me tuned out too.
all right. So that's 2 for Trevin. Makes it 4-1 with 3 seconds to go. We'll have a quick face-off here and head to the second quarter.
Ooh, jeez, ooh, thank God.
Wow, that was a nice face-off win there by
Wow.
number 7 for
Sure
Lebanon.
was. That was Noah Mekas.
Noah Mikas, yeah.
Mekas, Jesus, that was a great face with officials checking his stick right now.
Well, good first quarter for the Bobcats there, Chris. Able to build a 4-1 lead. We did have a little hiccup there with a penalty, and we've talked about keeping people out of the penalty box so we don't give up those easy goals.
Yeah, Lacrosse can turn on a dime. Plymouth was up 3-1, and Lebanon went down and made a great bid on the goal, and they had a kid wide open who dropped the ball. That could have been 3-2, and all of a sudden comes down the other end with 30 seconds, 20 seconds, we get the ball, and we come down, Trevin scores that goal to go up 4-1. In this game, it can turn so quick, and it's great to have a 3-goal lead, but we got to continue to play and be aggressive here.
Yeah, so while we're at this break between quarters, we're going to take a quick break from Pemmy Baker TV. We'll be back with the second quarter. All right, welcome back. We're here getting ready for the second quarter. Right at the end of that quarter, Trevin Sambo was able to put one on to make 4-1 for the Bobcats. Looking to come out here in the second and keep the pressure on them, Chris.
Yeah, those of you that were here for the pregame announcements by Coach Boyle, he did mention Coach Mouseloff, but it is Mouseoff. And I think Coach Mouseoff and his crew have done a great job getting these kids ready. The coaching staff, Dave Hain and Lily Koch, and those guys and Morris have done a great job here today. And Plymouth seems prepared, and they're playing well.
Well, I got to say, to Coach Boyle's credit, I know when I was in school, the lacrosse team and the baseball team had this kind of rivalry thing going on, and you would never see the baseball coach announcing for the lacrosse team. So good on Coach Boyle for being here and announcing for the kids here today.
So are you saying that he did it intentional?
I don't think he did.
Oh, no, I don't either.
I think
that was very nice of Coach Boyle to do that today. And
yeah.
They unfortunately lost their game in the quarterfinals. Their great game, I think 8-6.
So as we were kind of picking on Coach Boyle, Brendan Marcoux had a nice shot right off the crossbar to start the second quarter. Nick Aprilliano makes a move. All right, Nick Aprilliano on the board.
Nice job, Nick.
Made a nice move, beat his man. Makes it 5-1 Bobcats. Good start to the second quarter, 11:22 to go.
Yeah, nice move back inside by Nick.
Well, good start to the second here. Probably Marcou's a little upset with himself for not converting on his shot, but Nick Aprilliano was there to.
Yeah, like you said earlier, though, keep shooting. That's a great shot. You're trying to pick corners and pick top shelf. Sometimes it happens. You can't just in lacrosse throw it down the middle. The goalies are too good for that with that big giant stick. So you got to place it. You got to be smart. Oh, we got a guy wide open here. Ooh. Good hustle.
Yeah, Cody came down, won that face-off, and ripped one from up top. Marcou's there to retain possession for the Bobcats. We're going to get Bannon off. I think that's Trevin coming in for Bannon. Oh, nice cut.
Oh.
Wasn't able to connect with Nick
Come on,
Therian
Caden. Come
coming
on.
across the
Oh,
middle.
Caden, come on.
Oh, Caden's got to be a little more urgent on that
Yeah.
ground ball. I think his brother just gave him an earful on it.
Should. That was a little bit of laziness there in the ground ball, not hustling that. And that's not right.
Yeah, I saw Trevin
Come on, Trev. Just keep going into the. Ooh.
turn his face mask towards Caden's ear, so he might have let him know. Well, we got a little
Scrummy going on.
scrum for the ball, yeah. Lebanon was able to. Oh, nice hustle now by Caden Sanborn.
Yeah.
Maybe Trev did say something to him because he was hustling on that one and made a great play to force the turnover.
Yeah, good thing to recover.
Mamouche now with the ball over to Brendan Marcoux. Oh, right to the head. Come on.
Wasn't with a stick, though, so, you know, with the hand or elbow, it's...
Marcoux back to Ty. Ty over to Trevin Sanborn. Just working it around here. There goes Caden trying to make a move. Oh, thought
Not
he
sure
was in
what.
deeper.
Got to get in deeper than that. That's a shot. Nick, that's a shot. Nick seems lost that it's a shot. Nick is confused here.
We were all confused, I
Yeah,
think, on
that was
that one. He thought he was deeper than he was. And there's Nick again, same move. He just beats the defender.
Inside,
comes
great
from the
job.
back and makes a great shot, great goal.
I love how he's beating that kid inside. That kid's got to do a better job of not letting him inside towards the crease. Great job by Nick.
Yeah, Nick, he made that mistake. We thought he was a little frustrated earlier, and he's just made up for it ×2 there with the last 2 goals for the Bobcats. Makes it 6-1 with 9:39 to go in the second quarter.
Senior captain right there. That's a great job.
All right, so Bannon back for the face-off.
Ball is popping way out.
Wow.
I will say this, we are, oh, there you
Joe
go.
Pete with a nice stick check. Able to take control, passes it up to Brendan Marcoux. Joe will get back to his defensive position. Oh, man.
Rushed that a little bit, rushed it a little bit. Now we got a problem here because 21 is going to go right to the hole.
All right, nice
Just
hustle
like
back.
that.
Nice hustle back. Oh,
Good save.
Jake Marcoux. Like you said earlier, those open shots that come straight in, you can see it all the way. It's very hard to beat Jake Marcoux on a shot like that.
We're not doing a good job in the ground balls today, something Coach Malisoff mentioned. And
all right, well, Joe D'Ambruso was able to finally take control of that ground ball. Get it back up to the offensive zone for the Bobcats. And Coach Malsoff's trying to mix up his personnel here. Dylan Welch is back on the field. A 5-goal lead here early in the first half.
Ooh.
Mamouche, oh, nice shot. He took a little hit there after the shot, but Nick Apriliano's there for the Bobcats.
The adjacent dodge turned his back to Mamouche after he's. I'm surprised. Lebanon's so tight defensively that if you beat one man, you can, especially from a distance, you can make some things happen, you know.
All right, Nick Therian over to Brendan Marcoux. Marcoux down to Welch.
Dylan's got to look for a drive there. I mean,
Apriliano in that same position. Thought maybe he might make another move.
Yeah, but he made it, took an attempt. They cut it off. You know what I mean? Look for a move, look for a dodge, and draw somebody. You know, look for something. Cade's looking for something here. Oop.
Oh, into Therian.
Give and go. Make something happen. You know, and you want to get around and find a short pull. Brendan's on a kind of a long pull here. That's good defense right there.
Yeah, that's number 13.
Colby Delisle.
Over to Caden. Caden on the run, gets it back to Marcoux.
Almost got hit on the head.
Oh, Marcoux trying to force one in there.
Well, he thought he had Therian, then Therian turned it, had given up on the cut. So, you know, it was a good attempt.
All right, we still got possession.
Good hustle by Nick Therian.
Here's Nick Apriliano coming from behind the net again. They're sliding down on that now.
Yeah, better job there.
Got a little wise to that move. Over to
that was a
Mamouche,
great one.
leaves
That
him
was a
open.
great move.
Oh, man. Just like Nick's last 2 goals, Mamouche comes from behind the net, open, that little jump shot.
Well, he did, and Nick Apriliano really set that goal up by sneaking up, driving up, and drew 2 defenders, and Mamouche, cut right in behind. Smart move by Mamouche there.
Yeah, good 2-person play
Wow,
there.
you blink and it's 7-1 Plymouth. 6:45 to go in the half.
Yeah, they're picking up where they left off in the last game and looking good so far here in the first half.
We said on paper Plymouth was the better team coming in, and they've shown it so far.
Yeah, and they're spreading it out. It's Trevin with 2, Marcoux with 1, Apriliano with 2, Mamouche with 1. So multiple people getting some action here on offense.
We usually do very well in faceoffs. Lebanon has dominated faceoffs today. I am surprised.
I think Bannon thought he had that one in his stick, and obviously he didn't. But
they really are just.
So Lebanon's down their offensive end. It's the first time really they've been able to have a set here, Chris, and we'll see what they do with it. That's number 12.
And he got a great driving shot.
Alistair McPhail.
Cody's got to recognize, get onto his right hand a little quicker than that.
Oh, referee there with equipment malfunction.
So Eddie Camp.
Sparkin Bates playing defense there. Able to slide. Oh, nice move by number 21.
Tried to force it in there, but just too much traffic inside.
It's number 12, McPhail, able to track that loose ball down. He made a nice move, tried to pass it in the middle, Chris. Nobody was there to collect the pass, though. It's a Leb there moving the ball.
They're controlling
around.
the ball. They're controlling the possession here.
Yeah, it's the first time they've had this opportunity. Lets it go.
Oh, and that's a goal.
Oh, man, Marcoux looked like he made the save initially, but kind of bounced out of his net and rolled in. He looks a little frustrated, but...
Again, that was Alistair McPhail.
That was McPhail.
Yeah,
Number 12.
Yeah, and that was a great shot. He's a good little player. And I think Plymouth's getting a little lax on the spacing, letting them have those shots.
Yeah, Marcoux is frustrated with that goal, but it's still 7-2 Bobcats with 5:10 to go in the first half.
Yeah, and we talk about all the time. Those are going to happen in lacrosse. You got to move on. We mentioned it earlier with the Lebanon goalie, and just got to.
See Bannon, he's running early on those, but that time Joe Peters is there to scoop up the loose ball.
Yeah.
Joe gets it into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Into the offense. Yeah. Oh, Caden wasn't able to handle that pass.
Little high pass.
Ooh.
We got to get in there quicker of these ground balls. Come on, boys. Joe's going to be careful, didn't get a penalty.
It was a good job.
Oh, look at this.
16.
Right by Cody Bannon.
That was a good move. Good shot.
Oh, what a save.
Marcoux with a nice save.
Plymouth is breaking down a little bit here. I don't know if they're getting tired, but Cody's guy beat him and drew the defender, and we got to do a little better job of that. There's another goal right there.
Oh,
James and Hurry. Right in the 5-hole. Great shot.
Number 19, Cesar Salcido. It's a nice shot. Able to beat Marcoux again. Makes it 7-3. Lebanon's gaining a little momentum here, Chris.
Well, that changed in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a game of runs in lacrosse, and that was a little run right there.
And it all starts with this face-off here, and hopefully we can win this face-off, get it down to the offensive zone. Last time we won the face-off, but we were unable to, connect on our first pass in the offensive zone, and Lebanon got possession. And end result is a goal by Cesar Salcido.
Well, Plymouth's going to get awarded that on a false start by C.J. Childs. So Cody has the ball.
Here's Trevin Sanborn.
Ah.
Defense was able to knock the
Poke it
ball
out,
free.
yeah.
Turnover.
Do a little better
by
job on the
Bobcats.
cradle.
And here we go again, Chris. The Raiders are off and running down in their offensive zone.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that game plan by Lebanon. They're attacking, putting a lot of pressure on Plymouth in the transition zone.
Yeah, they've been aggressive offensively when they get down in there. Well, they had that one set where they passed the ball around a little bit, but if they get an open shot, Chris, they're going to take it.
Yeah, I think that that's their plan, to kind of capitalize, make Plymouth feel uncomfortable and take the shots when you can get them. And this kid likes to shoot. This is number 12 again.
Yeah,
McPhail. Over to Meekus. On ball pick. They're just going to keep moving the ball, making good passes till something opens up.
Yeah, they're moving it around here. Here's McPhail, made a move,
shoot.
lefty.
Ooh.
Oh, nice left-handed
Bad
shot, bounces high over the bar. So Griffin Arch is back there to keep the ball in Lebanon's hands. Looked
Good
like
look
he stepped
there.
on the crease, but I guess he didn't. It's Meekus with the ball. Back to Griffin Arch.
Ooh.
Nice shot.
Good
Little wide.
roll, good roll. But there's a shot. That'll be Lebanon ball. Childs has it. Coach Mousoff getting after his defense, head on a swivel, getting a little stagnant, a little complacent.
There's McPhail, another nice shot. And then Lebanon, they're just in the right spot at the right time right now, and they've had possession here for a good 2-3 minutes. Matt Cleary playing some defense on Childs.
Surprised they're not trying to get a long pole on McPhail here.
Oh, nice outside shot. That was number 7, Noah Meekus, with that shot.
Yeah, they got a guy sitting there going to retain possession every time. It's he's going to sit right there at X. They're really utilizing that position.
It's Matt Cleary with a long pole. Oh, nice
poke.
Put the ball on the ground. Good
Come on,
job
Joe.
by Matt Cleary. And Joe D'Ambruso takes possession. He's on the run. Keep the pressure rate on him.
There you go. That's going to be a goal.
Marcoux.
Oh,
man. Shot it right at him. Great save.
Great opportunity.
By the goalie.
That's
number 20, James Barnett.
Geez, that's usually a sure goal from Marcoux. He's a finisher, and usually he finishes on those. Just him and the goalie. I thought for sure that was in. I think I called it too early.
Yeah, you did. Barnett made a great save on that one for Lebanon.
Sorry, Brendan. I think I jinxed you a little bit there. I thought that was going in, but that was a great play by Plymouth. But now we're back on the defensive. Lebanon's looking to control the ball. 1 minute left.
Oh, nice outside shot.
Ooh, that hit somebody.
Come
on, Trav. Let's see if Trevin can come up with it.
Trevin,
go right to the hole.
Got 1 minute to go here.
Make something happen.
It's first half. Trevin's going to slow it down a little. Oh, Coach Mousoff's going to call a timeout, try to get something set up here for the last 48 seconds, try to get another goal on the board.
Yeah, good time out there. He can draw something up, give him a little time. I think they'll try to bring it down to the last few seconds. Maybe they can put it in Trevin's hands like they did end of last quarter there, make something happen and get someone to slide, and maybe you can get Marcoux open on the post there.
Yeah, that last possession, Matt Cleary made a nice poke check there and had an opportunity. But 48 to go here at 7-3 Bobcats. We're going to take a quick break during this timeout, and we'll be back on Pamby Baker TV after the timeout. All right, here we go after the timeout. 48 seconds to go. Bobcats will have possession in their offensive end and look to try to make something happen. I'm sure Coach Mousoff drew something up there in the timeout, Chris.
Yeah, Plymouth is, Lebanon, has scored the last 2 goals. I think they're really controlling play, doing a good job. But, Plymouth has the ball with 48 seconds to go and have an opportunity to make something happen. So we'll see what goes on here.
We were talking during the break. 7-3 looks a lot different than 7-1. Those last 2 goals seem really big right now, and be good to get one more on the board before half.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their plan of attack is, but we'll see.
Well, they're going to move it around here, then let's see what the defense is going to do. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, a lot of time. You want to take it down to the end. They're just going to bring it around back to the same spot. I'm not sure
Bannon to Ty over to Therian.
what the advantage of doing that is, but
Ty back to Bannon.
still time, 22 seconds, so no rush.
15, we're looking at 15 seconds.
Bring it down to the end. Right now, 15.
It's up
13.
top with Bannon.
And there he
Marcoux
is,
trying to
wide
get
open.
free. Oh, the defense was there, that long
Tipped it.
stick.
Yep.
Well, Lebanon was able to take it. They're going to clear it.
Would have liked to have seen us get a shot on goal there.
All right, and that's it.
A little
Time
disappointing.
expires. There wasn't a great shot there. They had something drawn up, and the defense was able to poke that ball out. But it is 7-3 Bobcats at the half. It's a good half there for the Bobcats. Late in the half, Lebanon seemed to have the momentum, so maybe this halftime break will slow them down a little.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting second half. You mentioned a few minutes ago, 7-3 looks a lot different than 7-1, and Lebanon did a nice job. They're not quitting, coming back, staying determined, and making this a different game going into halftime.
Yeah, so we're going to be taking a break here. Pemby Baker TV, halftime. We'll see you in the third quarter. All right, welcome back here. We're getting ready to start the second half. It's NHIAA Division III Boys Lacrosse Semifinal matchup between the Bobcats of Plymouth and the Raiders of Lebanon. It's 7-3 coming out of halftime. Bobcats had a good first half, Chris, with Trevin and Nick Caproliano scoring 2 goals apiece, and Marcoux and Mamouche Tai each with 1.
Oh, Cody wins a face-off. That's good because we had not been winning face-offs. Oh, man, he had a couple guys open.
Shot. He did take the shot. Nice save there by number 20, James Barnett.
Brendan Marcoux and Caden Samuel were both open. Thought he could have made one more pass.
Yeah, last game we were making those passes to those attackmen down low.
Yeah, on the
and
post.
They were able to convert.
Yeah, we did a nice job of that. Really was dynamic.
All right, so Trevin Sanborn now with the ball up top, looking to set something up for the Bobcats. Gets it down to Therian. Therian over to Caden
Good
Sanborn.
cut by Apriliano. He's got to get out, though.
Caden over to Brendan Marcoux. Back to Mamouche Tai.
Very surprised how high Lebanon will chase these guys out.
Therian to Caden Sanborn. Caden makes a move. Oh, number 12 was able to slide down. He draws a penalty. Caden's on the ground there. So it's going to be a penalty on number 12, Alistair McPhail. Caden is on the ground still. Hopefully he's going to be all right.
Get up, Caden. Let's go. He's fine.
He'll be okay. He's got to go off the field, though. One of our top scorers, Caden Sanborn. If he would have got up sooner, he wouldn't have had to leave, but something must have hurt. So he's not off the field, Chris, so we'll see who comes in for him. Looks like Joe D'Ambrosso's coming on the field, I think. Yep.
And Cody looks like he's got one too many. Yeah, nope. So they got one too many guys on here. I'm not sure what's going on, but.
All right, so it looks like they'll have Trevin replace Caden down in the attack zone. D'Ambrosso, Bannon, and Mamouche Tai at the midfield.
Ooh, Trevin's going to cut in the backside, wide open. Ooh, good look.
Oh,
Go.
Over to Marcoux. Did that guy just snag that out of the sky?
I thought the goalie should, but I think he did. That was amazing if that just happened.
That was.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Cody is going to get the flag on that one. Cody tripped him with the stick. Come on, boys.
So Cody did get a penalty, but I just got to say, Daniel Keefe, number 8, just made a great play.
You just saved that with his stick.
He snagged that out of the sky with his stick.
But you know what? Lebanon is starting to make them pay when they drive. I wish Plymouth would does that sometimes. Eddie Camp did it early. Head on a swivel. We got to find the guys.
All right, we're all even. McPhail's out of the box. They get the ball right to him. He does have a goal.
Don't forget, Plymouth's going to be in the box once they get possession of this ball. The flag is down. The penalty is not in effect yet. This is not where Plymouth wants to be to start the second half. Oh, great move right there, too. Great move. Good defense. Good defense.
Good D, yep, that's Joe Peters. Don't want to get another penalty here, but you got to play tough D.
Yeah, Cody went for that swinging check, and it's a recipe for disaster every time.
Number 7 let one go. That's Noah Mikas. And Marcoux made a save. There was a lot of English on that ball. It was spinning around down there. But like you said, the penalty will be assessed, and Lebanon will retain possession. And Cody Bannon is going to spend some time in the penalty box.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a bad penalty.
All right, so let's see what Lebanon does with their man advantage here. Got to try to kill this penalty off. I think they slid another long stick on there, Chris, to try to defend this.
I'm sure they did, yeah.
Matt Cleary.
Yeah, they got 4 of them on there. And Joe's a short pole. Joe's a great defensive midi. Great save.
Oh, nice save. Jake Marcoux.
You know, they've made some great shots on Marcoux today. I don't know if that was one of the best ones, but they've made some great shots.
Bobcats got to get open. Marcoux,
someone better get open because he is out of the net.
He's the goalie. He does have good speed for a goalie playing that ice hockey all the time.
Joe, no, get it out and slow it down.
Slow it down. We got to.
Let's get set. Let's get guys in the field.
Plymouth has a man in the penalty box, so we'll look.
Trevin has got to get on the other side of the field. Trevin's on the defensive end, was confused. Give it up, Joe. Give it up. Give it up. Oh, he let himself go in the corner.
Well, they slid off it. He was able to beat it. And it looks like we're back all even, Chris. I see Cody Bannon coming back on the field.
So when they double-teamed the ball there, he really should have got rid of the ball. Might have created a quick opportunity. We're going to bring Caden back on here.
Yeah, that's good to see. He went to get his drink of water. Now he's back.
Yeah, you get attention on the flop, you know. A lot of holding on the ball today. I don't like this.
All right, here's Caden up top with the ball. Nice slide again.
Almost got him on the head. Where's the guy giving him help? Where's the help?
And we got to move off the ball, but he's kind of standing still.
A lot of standing around without the ball.
Down to Preliano over to Mamouche Tai.
Mamouche, they out of the crease. Oh!
He's Trevin.
Oh, my God.
Makes a save.
Great pass by Mamouche.
It was a good pass. Here's McPhail. Over to number 21.
Ball is down.
Nice hustle here by the Bobcats.
Give him help. Give him help.
Peters back to Marcoux.
Get your stick up. Get in the short pole here.
Come on.
Ugh.
Joe Peters able to corral that. Nice pass to Mamouche.
Yep, that's going to be a goal.
Oh, over to Marcoux. Marcoux finishes.
There you go.
Great job. Nice pass by Mamouche Tai over to Brendan Marcoux. And Marcoux, who had a couple bouncing off posts and stuff earlier, is able to finish that one for a second goal of the day. It was a good transition, Chris. Joe Peters was able to kind of play a little field hockey with that ball to keep it in bounds and then
did a nice job.
Regain the possession.
I thought he was going to flick that up to Cade, and he scooped it right up and kept on going.
And then got it up to Mamouche, made a nice pass over to Brendan Marcoux. And as you said earlier, Marcoux's a finisher and was able to get that one in the net. Makes it 8-3 Bobcats. 6:14 to go in the third. All right, Cody. Ball pops out. He gets it back to Mamouche.
These moves, we got to come up with that. Uh-oh.
Oh. On the possession. Number 21 came up, made a nice hit on Mamouche.
Dubbing around with the ball, not scooping ground balls. That's what's going to happen. Lebanon is playing physical. It's going to catch up to him eventually, but oh man.
I missed what happened there, Chris. You get him on the helmet.
Yeah, Joe Peters got him.
All right, that's Joe Peters going to take a little time out in the box, getting a little aggressive on his checks.
I think Jake Killian's in the game for the first time today.
And it is Jake, number 15, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jake's a sophomore. He's getting more and more time as the season goes on, Chris. Getting a little better each game.
Yeah, it's definitely a kid they need next year, too. Getting a little action here in a semifinal game.
All right, so the Raiders on the man up situation.
Matt's going to be careful he doesn't give him that inside lane.
So number 2, that's Childs. Childs over to Mikas. Childs is ground ball there. Nowhere man down, but it'd be good to see Killian get down there and try to collect that ground ball.
Yeah.
Don't want to get out of position.
No, you got to stay tight. Got to be in the zone. Man down. Jake's got to slide down now. He's a little high. He's got to slide down.
D here. Yeah, slide and help.
Yeah. Got to be down, man.
All right, we're all even. We're all even. Cody Bannon's back on the field. Ball's on the ground. All right, let's regroup. Reset the defense.
You know, Plymouth started out just like the Laconia game, but the tide has turned, and I'm not sure if it's Lebanon is playing that much better or Plymouth is not actually. There's a wide open. Jake Killian lost him.
Oh, man, there was a bunch of confusion going on there. Number 21, Griffin Ott. Makes another nice shot, same as the last one, kind of underhanded.
Yeah, great shot while he's being defended there. And so that changes the game to 8-4. This is, Plymouth's letting them hang around. I think Plymouth's got to maybe get a timeout here and regroup. They cannot let Lebanon hang around.
Yeah, number 2, C.J. Childs was running wide open there, and I think he got the attention of Marcoux. And Ock made a nice move and a shot. And
yeah, once the guy came through, I think Marcoux thought he was going to get the pass, and that diverted his attention. You know, it was 7-1, Todd, and since then we know that Lebanon's outscored them, 3-1, and since that time in the second period. So the way that this continues through the third and fourth quarter, Plymouth's going to lose this game. They've got to regroup and make something happen. And right now they've got to play smart. They're bringing a guy on.
Yeah, no, they got Caden up top here. I mean, typically he's down near the crease, so.
Well, they're bringing a guy on, so they're just waiting. They're going to bring Therian on.
There goes Caden, makes a move.
Ooh,
left-handed
good
shot.
beat, but he's got to put that in the dirt. Good look, but he's got to put it in the dirt.
And he threw it right at him. Here's Nick Apriliano, Mamouche playing good D. Oh, Brendan Marcoux comes up with a loose ball.
Too many guys standing around.
Oh, backhanded shot. Nice save by the freshman, James Barnett.
Too many guys standing watching Marcoux do all that, though. We're watching.
Got to run through that ground ball.
Mamouche not going through ground balls.
Pregame.
And that's something Coach Malsoff had mentioned. You got to go through ground balls, and he did not go through that ground ball. Look at this.
It looked like he beat Joe there initially, but Joe hustled back, was able to ward off number 21.
Yeah. Plymouth's a lot of standing around. I don't like this. Not a guy to slide. There's no slide there. We're not playing very well defensively right now.
Watch your back.
You know, that's what happens. You get out of goal. What a save.
Oh, Marcoux.
Wow. Great play by Lebanon, though.
There we go, Caden. Get that ground ball.
Come on, Caden.
Sanborn wide open. Beats
there you go.
That's a goal. Caden Sanborn.
Wow. Good hustle.
Wow.
What a turn of events right there, man. What a turn of events. Lebanon was that close to having an empty netter, and it goes the other way. Wow. That was going to be 8-5, and that was 9-4.
Oh, my God, man. Jake Marcoux, he was out. He didn't see the guy behind him. He cleaned him out pretty good.
Crumpled him.
As soon as he got on his feet, he just made a save and got the ball upfield.
But you know what? He stayed in there, didn't, you know what I mean? He didn't get disappointed. He just kept playing. And look at what he did. He got up, made a save from way out of the net, got rid of the ball, rolls down. Caden picks it up, goes in and scores. Good effort by Jake Marcoux there. Good effort.
Yeah, and Caden, too, to finish that, he had a guy that he was fighting for that ground ball with, was able to get it and finish.
Come on, Matt. Come on here.
Matt Cleary with a loose ball, long stick.
He's playing that long stick midi.
Upfield.
He didn't have possession. Coach trying to get a timeout, but we didn't have possession. Thought he did. I thought we had it too.
That's out. Ball's out of bounds now, so stop.
Red possession. That was off white. They're going to go fast. Plymouth's got to get on the field and get ready to play here, guys. Got a lot of guys so high here. I don't like this. I think we're playing a little high. So that's a push by Brecken. Goes you home the delay whistle, because if Lebanon comes up with it, they don't blow the whistle. Oh.
Going to be a penalty on Brecken.
Jeez.
All right, so Brecken Bates, he doesn't spend a lot of time in the box that I've seen, but penalty on that one. It's going to be a minute in the box for him with 1:54 to go here in the third quarter.
So with where is just Joe Pierce? So Brecken's in the box. So the long poles, we get in Matt Cleary and Jake Killian are in with Eddie Camp and.
Oh, nice long shot by McPhail, and Marcoux's there to make the save. Makes a nice move.
We almost got burned on this once, though.
So Coach Malsoff calls a timeout.
Good choice with timeout. I imagine he didn't want to use a timeout there, but that's a possession. He's got to take it. He did a good job taking a timeout there. As soon as he got across midfield.
Yeah, with his goalie that far up, turnover on that, and you got an empty net down there. Never know what's going to happen. So during the timeout here, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to you after the timeout. All right, here we are coming out of the timeout. Minute 36 to go. It's 9-4 Bobcats. Plymouth will have possession. It's in the hands of Cody Bannon. Gets it into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Now we're going to slow it down.
And they're going to double the ball. You got to beat it with the throw, Caden. Beat it with the throw, not your feet. There comes Mouchon, and they're going to be out of position. Oof, and a bad pass.
We got to get those. Yeah,
there you go. Good man ball.
Good job, Cody. And
nice job by Cody Bannon there.
Cody and Joe, the man ball. Nice communication. Get that ball back.
Oh, Joe, nice cut. Joe, nice cut. Joe known more as a defensive midi, but that was a great cut right there.
Marcoux getting double teamed. He's trying to make something work.
Hit in the head.
Drew a penalty.
It's amazing with Brendan that the hold he has. Oh, there's a push.
Another flag down. I think he did throw a second one, Chris.
Did he?
So with 42 seconds to go, the Bobcats could find themselves with a two-man advantage.
Yep, that looks like what we've got there. 2 men.
All right, so yeah, two of the defenders for Lebanon are going to the box. Looks like number 13, Colby Delisle. I can't see the number on the other.
No, it looked like a single digit there, Coach. I couldn't see it there.
Could be number 8, Daniel Keefe. Yeah, it's number 8.
We're a little blind, so.
It's a long way across the field. All right, so we got to take advantage of this here. Bobcats 2-man advantage. Should be able to have an open man and get a nice open shot. Brendan Marcoux. Oh, he lets it go.
Caden.
Oh, nice hustle by Caden. So the Bobcats could keep possession. It's 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Hit him.
Jody and Brousseau over to Mamouche Tai. Cody Bannon. Cody lets one fly. Nice save by the goalie. That's James Barnett. He's a freshman. He made a mistake early, and he's able to bounce back. He's made some good saves.
Yes,
lately,
he sure has lately. He's been playing well. So
here comes Caden with the ball into.
even the last goal he gave up at Caden, that was a 1-on-0 situation. He didn't have.
We're going to hold this, so we'll have possession in the fourth, Chris.
Yeah, because we're on a power play.
We're
so
on
we
a
can
power
gain.
play. We'll have possession in the fourth when we come out of the.
Can't be much time left on that though.
No, it's got to be at least halfway done. There was, I think, 40-something seconds when it started, so 20 seconds or so. But we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with you on Pemby Baker TV for the fourth quarter. All right, here we are, NHIAA Division III semifinal, getting ready for the fourth quarter. Got the Bobcats sitting on a 9-4 lead, but as of late, Lebanon kind of has a little momentum, and they seem to be chipping away. But right now, Plymouth's got a 2-man advantage for about 20 more seconds. So hopefully during that break, Coach Malsoff drew something up so we can get a nice shot off here.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it pretty quick because you don't get a lot of time. Oh, that's a good opportunity. Cody was sneaking in. I thought he should have hit that pass. I'm surprised he didn't bring it down to him. Cody's not happy. He was wide open. That was definitely the move to bring it down to him. Right there. Right there.
Oh, over to Caden. Caden couldn't handle it.
Got to shoot quicker. Wanted to make the extra move.
All right, so we're all even now.
Caden should have shot instead of taking that extra move. They're going to go right for the goal. Oh, Joe Peters has got to slide better than that.
Bounced a little high.
Yeah, Joe is a little lackadaisical on his slide. He's got to be physical in there. That's unlike Joe.
Well, there's a penalty coming in. I guess that's going to be against us.
On Lebanon.
Well, they have possession and they're still playing, so it's going to be on us.
What was that on?
I'm not sure. It's way over there.
Yeah, wow, I don't know. I thought for a second it was on the Lebanon bench, but come on, try to move your feet.
Oh, nice save by Marcoux. What happened?
I think they said 4 white. I don't know.
I think we had an extra man on the field, maybe.
Was that what it was?
Two just went off, and we're one down.
Yeah, so we had too many men on the field.
So they called it on Trevin. I guess he must have been the last sub in, or
I don't know.
Whatever. So anyway, we're going to be a man down for Plymouth. Lebanon have a man advantage here, and hopefully the defense can tighten up.
Well, that's a pretty sad mistake by Plymouth that you got to catch. Someone's got to figure that out over there.
Got to kill off this penalty.
Yeah. That's just bad game management. You can't let that happen.
This was a 30-second penalty.
Yep.
So now we're back even. Mamouche able to get up in the defensive zone. Oh, he got beat. That's number 7.
Wow.
That's Noah Mikas. He's able to beat Mamouche on that and take a shot. Snuck it by Marcoux to make it 9-5 here with 10 minutes to go in the game, Chris.
Yeah, we just said earlier, we were playing so well to start this game coming out of the Laconia game, and we are not playing well right now. Defensively, I'm really disappointed in that defense. We are not being aggressive. We're letting guys beat us, and our slides are not where they should be. I'm sure Coach Malsoff and his coaching staff are not happy right now. But we've got to regroup and hold on to this lead to try to win this game. And I don't know, we are not.
Oh, Cody again thought he had it. He's kind of running off on it.
Our second guy is coming in a little slower than I'd like to see. Well, let's see what we can make. We got to do something here. Jeez, Mamouche is struggling right now.
And just passing and catching. 2 keys to the game, along with picking up those ground balls, and we're not as crisp as we have been in the past few games.
No, that's for sure. Just lackadaisical. I think you mentioned earlier a couple times. It's just complacent. He lubs up awful high. Get it down and make something. Let someone make something happen. Oh, Trevin is wide open down low. Good. We're doing a little too much. Hey, oh, there you go. Good rip.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah,
a little wide of the
that.
net. Who's that? Apriliano in the back.
Yeah, good job.
Coach Malsoff calling for a set play here, it sounds like. Apriliano to Bannon. Bannon to Mamouche Ty. Mamouche over to Trevin Sanborn. Trevin's going to set something up or just make a move. No, pass over to Bannon. Oh, Mamouche was open there.
Good snag by Mamouche on a bad pass.
Oh, one-handed shot.
Nice
Mamouche
job.
Ty. Good job.
Great
Made
shot.
a nice catch. Nice shot, one-handed. Mamouche Ty, second goal of the game, makes it, what's that going to be? 10-5.
Wow.
Bobcats here with 8:36 to go.
You know, that's what we needed. That gives us a 5-goal lead and 8:36 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the defense of Lebanon, they're playing pretty tight, Chris. They are, you know, they playing that man, but they're sliding nice today, and they're blocking a lot of stuff, but Mamouche is able to get free, make a one-handed shot.
But, you know, I think if Plymouth could be up spread in that open set, and if they could get the ball down low with the pass and then let someone do, I think you really could be exploiting them right now. Make a guy dodging down low because they're up so high and so spread out that I think our middies are driving the ball down in, and I think they're congesting things, really, to be honest with you. We won it for momentarily, but
yeah, McPhail.
he's going to go right to net. Eddie's got to slide. We got to do better than that. Oh, my God.
Ball rolled out of his stick a little high.
Yeah, we got lucky there. Eddie's got to slide and do more than that. We're sliding, we're getting there. We're not doing anything once we're getting there. You know, you gotta stop that drive and make him pass. Eddie just let him glance right off. I don't think Plymouth is being physical enough right now, I guess, on the defensive end. But the clock keeps ticking, and
yeah, we got a 5-goal advantage here, so the more that clock runs, the better for the Bobcats.
C.J. Childs working his way in.
Oh, man, he gets around Joe Peters.
And a flag hit in the head on the shot. Joe Peters got him right on top of the head as he shot. No, we're going to get that goal, but now we're going to be a man down. Yeah, well, Plymouth is shooting himself in the foot today, Coach.
Yeah, Marcoux looking a little frustrated down there. Hopefully he can collect himself, and, you know, there's a lot of time here. Only up by 4. You know, with Lacrosse, you can score in bunches, as you know, Chris. And Lebanon, sorry, has got all the momentum at this point.
Jeez, they sure do. They sure do.
And we're going to come out of this with a man down. Joe Peters trying to
yeah, and we need Joe on the field. Joe's got to stay out of the box.
Came up with a hit on the helmet. All right, so Cody Bannon unable to win that so far.
Why is attack? That ball's in the box, and the attack is sitting there. Caden and Apriliano should have been in there.
Yeah, thankfully the defense for Lebanon stood there too.
Yeah, I don't know what
just let
that was
the
all
middies keep fighting it out, and Bannon was able to come up with it.
It's almost like they didn't know they could come in and play. You know,
Caden Sanborn now getting pestered by a couple Raider defenders. You said earlier, you got to pass out of that double team.
Yeah, you sure do. They're just gonna keep doubling the ball. They got a free guy, you know.
Here's Trevin trying to make a move on Childs.
Got a guy wide open, hit him with the ball.
And we're all even. Mamouche Ty's coming back on the field.
Wish the guys would move back to help him with the ball. Jeez. Okay, let's get it set it up. Bad pass. Don't telegraph either, boys.
Here's Trevin.
Beat him. Come on, beat him inside.
Nope, they're going to wave that off too.
That one I didn't think he was in. Geez, I'm surprised on that one. I didn't think he was in the crease that time.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was in the, it was a goal first, and then.
Yeah, I thought he went in after.
So.
Yeah, I thought he went in after that shot, but either way, hard to see from up here. I thought the official on the far side might call that a goal. This side waved it off, who didn't have a great angle.
Here's number 21. It's Griffin Arch. He does have 2 goals today. All right, so another goal waved off. Still 10-6 Bobcats. Nice pass, nice save by Marcoux.
I will say this. Lebanon, I think, has done a much better job today on putting shots in the right spot on Marcoux.
Good job by Marcoux getting that right into
made him work.
Stick.
That's a late flag. Late flag. But that is a hold.
That's going to be a hold on number 2, I think, CJ Childs.
Yeah, he got tangled up with him. That is a hold. That'll be a 1-minute penalty, I believe. So let's see if Plymouth can make something happen here. We got a 4-goal lead with 5:18 to go. It sure would be nice to get that back to 5-goal lead and see if we can hold on here. I don't know.
Out to Mamouche. Mamouche bounces one.
They're trying to congest the middle.
Nice save.
That's a design play. They're trying to congest the middle and let Mamouche come up top and get a shot in. Good hustle there by Plymouth. Good hustle. Help me. We missed the ball.
I don't know how we got that back, but all right, man. Ball again. Good job by the defense. Joe Peters comes up with it, gets to Eddie Camp.
I'm not sure what we are doing here, boys. I really am not. Joe's going to be careful. He stays out of the box here. Looks like number 30, Ethan Price, is hurt. I will say this, Coach. Lebanon's got a lot of young kids on their team. They obviously had a pretty easy route to get here, so to say. They had Monadnock and Kearsarge, only 3-team cluster. Some teams had a much tougher route in their clusters, but still they're in the semifinals with a bunch of young kids, losing 1 senior, I think you said.
Yeah. 1 senior, number 16, Jacob Crippling. So yeah, they got everybody coming back except for him, and be a tough team here next year.
Yeah, sure could.
And the goalie's a freshman who's really played pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's played great.
I think
he's one of the better goalies we've seen. Oh, great move. Fit fire.
Oh, nice look down to Marcoux. He was unable to corral the pass. Don't.
Oh, there you go. That's going to be a goal. Come on.
Come on, Cody. Oh, Cody pulls it out.
It's okay. Hey, it wasn't there. He pulled it out. Smart decision. Cody's a smart player. Don't back out. Don't back out.
Jeez. Looked like he was going to walk right out of bounds on that, Chris.
Jeez, I was nervous there. He must have known where it was because he got close. So.
All right, Aprilliano back to Bannon.
Yeah.
Coach is asking to move it around the.
It's like Trevins can take advantage of this individual here, number 16. Ooh, ball down. Good defense, though.
That's their senior playing defense on our senior captain, Trevin Sanborn.
You just mentioned him, Jacob Crippling. Did a nice job. Still think Trevin should try to make something happen here.
With 3 minutes to go here, Chris, you think this Lebanon defense is going to get a little more aggressive?
Well, I think the clock is ticking, and that's a good thing. So we don't want to take too. Oh, Nick, good job. Now back it out. See, this is an opportunity when that's great aggressiveness, but just if it's not there, roll back out. Roll back out. Who's open? This good defense, but again, the clock is ticking, Todd. 3 minutes. We're under 3 minutes.
Yep.
They're going to have to come up. This kid's going to have to come up and play Trevin aggressively. And Trevin's going to be able to use the speed, hopefully, and go by him.
High pass to.
Jesus, that's the problem right there.
Oh, that's a pass, so
it's just
turnover.
a bad pass.
All right, so number 8, Daniel Keefe gets it back to the goalie. He can't handle it.
Oh, there you go, Marcoux. There you go.
So Brendan Marcoux is able to get it back. So
tried, but can't go too long. We got a long pole down there. It would be nice if we could get the long pole off the field.
He's hustling back. Marcoux tried to take a shot there. Ended up stepping in the crease.
Again,
So it's going to be another turnover. Lebanon possession here with 2:21 to go.
You got to give Lebanon credit there. They are pushing those guys in the crease. They're doing a good job. Lebanon's not allowing that. They're tight to that to the line, and I think they're doing a good job defensively on the crease.
And here's Nick Capriliano doing what he does, playing good defense down there. Oh, timeout, Lebanon.
Yeah, good timeout. Good use of a timeout there.
All right, so 2:14 to go. It's 10-6 Bobcats. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here to finish the game off. All right, here we go. We got 2:14 to go here in the semifinal matchup between Plymouth Bobcats and the Lebanon Raiders. Lebanon's coming out of a timeout that they called, looking to set something up, and they're probably going to be pretty aggressive here, Chris, in the last few minutes, being down by 4 goals.
Yeah, and they're playing really well. I think they've done really well today. They're going to be they're trying to double the ball. I didn't think they did a great job of that, but great job of Marcoux trying there. Come on, Caden. Caden's going to stay on his feet. I don't know why he's flopping.
All right, now we got to play D. Oh, he beat. It's going to be White.
Great hustle by Marcoux.
Yep, there he is. All right, good job by Marcoux. So Plymouth can get possession here. He passes it up to Joe Peters. Joe gets it up to Caden.
There you go. Good scoop.
All right, minute 45 to go.
Yep.
Plymouth's got in the offensive zone.
Oh, good job.
Flag down here. Watch your back.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
We got to communicate there and see guys coming.
All right, and I guess you're going to assess to get penalty now. I didn't think there was a change of possession there, Chris, but
that's Ethan LaHaye, I believe, going in the box. Is that 24 or 14? I think it's 24.
Well, there's no 14 listed,
right.
I guess. All right, so Plymouth's going to be a man up for a minute. There's a minute 32 to go in the game.
Well, this should seal the game here, Coach. I can't believe it could slip away now. I hate to jinx any bell, knock on wood here, but you know, if Plymouth can seal the deal, they're going to head to their first championship in school history.
Yeah, what a way to end this crazy school year. We started back in August. We didn't really know what to expect, and you know, superintendent and everybody else did such a great job keeping us in school and letting these kids play.
Yeah.
And to go down to Laconia on Saturday night and finish with a championship game is just going to put the icing on the cake for a great year.
They're doing a great job, yeah. They're doing a good job moving the ball here. Nick Capriliano with the ball. We're down, clicking down, 50 seconds.
I'll get it back to Cody Bannon. We're going to just look to run the clock here. Lebanon with a man down.
Oh, he's wide open.
Brendan Marcoux now with the ball. Got 35 seconds to go. Penalty's going to expire with 30 seconds on the board. Looks like Plymouth's just going to keep moving the ball around. It's going to tick down.
Yeah, I think Lebanon's going to be fine with the clock ticking down.
Plymouth Regional High School, Chris, going to go to its first ever Lacrosse State Championship Saturday night. Laconia High School. We've got to play the winner of either Trinity or Hopkinton, as we know. They're both pretty good teams, but got to play the games. It's going to be great to be there on Saturday night.
Yeah, Plymouth is going to have their work cut out for them in that game, I can tell you that. You know, both of those teams are very good. You know, Trinity upset Campbell, who beat them twice in the regular season, and I heard how good Campbell was. And Trinity has an unbelievable face-off guy. Hopkinton has won, I don't know how many championships in a row, 3 or 4 Division III championships, I think. And we know how good they are. Again, Trinity only lost to Campbell. And then Goffstown was a very good D2 team, and Manchester Memorial West, I believe, was a co-op team. And then Hopkinton, you know, they lost 2 to Derryfield, who's tremendous, and 2 to Pembroke. And those 2 teams were in the D2 semis playing each other. So, you know, you look at Hopkinton's resume, and that's a pretty good resume right there, and Trinity as well. So we know what it's going to take. It's going to take a good game. And, you know, on paper, probably those 2 teams are better, but that doesn't mean much. Coach Malsoff pointed out to me today that his beloved Giants beat the best football team ever, the Patriots, in 07. So
that's right.
You know, and even a blind squirrel catches a nut once in a while, I guess. So.
Yeah, and Coach Malsoff called a late time out there, just talking to the boys, they were getting a little excited for this victory, and just put things into perspective. So they win with some class here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But 8 seconds to go, and it's all but over here, Chris.
Oh, man, first state title in school history is exciting for these seniors. You know, they didn't get lacrosse last year. You know, it's exciting. They can get to do this, you know, and got the first. This is the first semifinal on home field as well. By the way, first time they've been here to host a semifinal game, and six tries a charm. That's the way it is. So that's a good thing.
Brendan Marcoux, he's just gonna run around. He's gonna
3 seconds left.
Keep it. Tosses the ball up. Time expires.
Wow, there we go.
High school heading to the championship, Chris.
Heading to the ship, Todd. There's some excitement right there, and it was ugly at times, but they held on and got the win. I came out gangbusters and finished strong, but you know, 10-6, we'll take it and on to the championship.
That's right. Survive and advance. We've won our games, and we're moving on. Saturday night, Laconia High School, 5 p.m.
Yeah, and we'll be there, I believe. I think, as far as I understand.
Yeah, it's going to be live, I believe, on the NFHS network, but Pemmy Baker TV will be able to be there, and we'll have all the replays, I think, starting Sunday. So
it's going to be unbelievable. That's so exciting. You know, obviously Plymouth's going to have to play better than he did today to come out of there with the first championship, and hopefully they can regroup, get some film work, and Coach Malsoff and his staff, well, they'll get ready to go.
Well, as you know, Chris, the first step of winning a championship is getting there. So, you know, mission accomplished on that, and we just got to have a couple good practices and go into Saturday night with some confidence and do the best we can. It's been a great year for these guys. We've got one more game to go and see what they can do down there against either Trinity or Hopkinton.
Saturday at 5, Bank of New Hampshire Stadium down at Laconia High School on the turf. Be there.
That's right. I just want to thank Andrew Fenn once again, Pemmy Baker TV, for covering all these games for us. We were hoping to go live today. I'm not sure it worked out, but hope everybody enjoys the replay, and we'll see you on Saturday.